Good morning. Thanks so much for checking in with us right now on Atlanta News First Plus on this Easter Sunday morning. Hope your day's off to a great start. I'm Megan Packer. Thanks for spending some time with us. We are here to get you updated on some of the day's top stories and your forecast. It will be a beautiful day around Metro Atlanta for all of your Easter plans. Maybe you're planning your brunch or your Easter egg hunt for later. We'll check in just a moment with First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. But I do want to update you on some of the top stories that we are tracking for you on this Sunday, including some new information we've learned this morning related to the shooting at a Walmart in Fayetteville on Friday night. We have been following this all weekend long now. Here's some video from that scene Friday night. And we now know that there are some new charges that look like they have been filed in this case. We've told you that a woman was taken into custody at that scene on Friday night, and now we know that she is charged with murder and aggravated assault. This is her picture. Her name is Sandra Romero Nunez. She's 19 years old. Now, she is facing charges and she is in jail right now. However, police are still looking for this person. This is the Walmart worker, Adrian Jelks, who they say opened fire at the store there, right there at the entrance of the Walmart at the Fayette Shopping Pavilion Plaza there Friday night. He allegedly shot and killed 19-year-old Antavius Holton at the store and then took off. We also have a photo of the victim who lost his life right here. And there's also a 9-year-old girl who was hit in the crossfire. She is expected to be okay. But right now, the search continues for 19-year-old Adrian Jelks. Here's his photo again. Fayetteville police actively looking for him. They urge the community to be aware. Do not approach him. Do not try to talk to him if you see him, but rather call police and 911 right away. Overnight, there was a house fire in Pickens County that destroyed a 2-story home. And these are some photos from a neighbor in that area. This is about an hour north of Atlanta. The fire chief says the 2-story home was surrounded by fire when the crew showed up just after 2 a.m. It's on Cherokee Forest Park Drive in the southeast corner of Pickens County. So again, about an hour north of Atlanta. The chief says nobody was home at the time this fire broke out, and a neighbor called it in. The cause is under investigation, but fire crews do say that initial evidence there at the scene is pointing to an electrical issue. Well, it is Easter morning, and what a beautiful day it was out at Stone Mountain Park for the annual Easter sunrise service. We had a crew out there this morning as the sun came up. Thousands of people were on top of the mountain for this favorite tradition for so many people. You can see everybody was bundled up. They came prepared. A bit windy up there as well. They took a head count by drone, so we're waiting to hear what the exact number is of how many people showed up, but it was definitely thousands. This tradition started going on 80 years ago when someone suggested that a church youth group climb to the top of the mountain to watch the sunrise on Easter, and groups have been doing it ever since. A favorite tradition of people coming together for a non-denominational service. There were a few different pastors there that were preaching this morning, and you can see people took time to take some photos up there on top of the mountain after. And there were 2 services, one on top of the mountain and one at the bottom. So a great, memorable day, no doubt. It is spring break for so many areas, school districts, and a lot of people might be wanting to go to Six Flags, and we have noticed that there's increased security at the park right now for the spring break crowds. The amusement park is staying open through next Sunday for anybody who wants to come out while on break. When we went by the park yesterday, we saw law enforcement from 2 different agencies patrolling. Cobb County Police told us Six Flags also has off-duty officers working for them, and the owner of the parking lot hired a part-time officer to patrol the lots. They had a really rough start to the season there at Six Flags earlier this month. A massive brawl involving hundreds of young people broke out inside the park 4 weeks ago. We told you the chaos moved outside of the park, but it led to police officers shooting a 15-year-old who they say first shot at them. And happening today in the city of Atlanta, it is going to be an Easter celebration. Lots to look forward to if you are looking to go out and participate in an egg hunt, or check out some local vendors. This is the final day of the Sandy Springs Arts-a-Palooza. It's open from 11 till 5 on Lake Forest Drive near Chastain Park. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, they are having what they call the largest Easter egg hunt in Atlanta, with more than 10,000 eggs for the kiddos to come out and find. If you are taking the children out there, you are asked to arrive early and bring a small bag or basket. But we hope that you have fun no matter what. Hope you find all the eggs with lots of candy in it, and it'll be a picture-perfect day out there. It'll be hot around that time when you're out there enjoying it. So happy Easter. We hope you have a great day. Let's take a peek outside right now at Midtown as we bring in First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi to tell us about the forecast. A bit cloudy right now, but that won't stop those temperatures from going up and up.
No, definitely not. We have some high clouds filtering in, and when you see clouds like that, it actually indicates that a pattern change is on the way. And boy, do we have a pattern change on the way, guys. We'll talk about it. We have 2 First Alert weather days for Tuesday and Wednesday, but in the meantime, today will be great. That cloud cover will maybe kind of dim the sun just a little bit for you to make it feel a little more comfortable out there. But yes, with a west-southwest wind today, that's going to allow temperatures to soar in a big way this afternoon. All right, everyone, I am First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. Thank you so much for taking some time on your Easter Sunday to catch up on your news headlines and your forecast. Let's talk about what's on the way. Of course, today will be great, but I want to just put Tuesday and Wednesday in the back of your mind as you're thinking about the upcoming week, because as Megan was saying, a lot of people are on spring break this week. So parents, that usually entails getting outside in some capacity. And there's a couple of days that you're just going to want to focus on. So Tuesday night, what you're looking at is just a snapshot around 9 o'clock in the evening. A cold front will move in, and that will bring the chance for rain and storms, maybe even some severe weather. We are in severe weather season. We've been pretty lucky with the past couple of systems. This system, it doesn't look like we're necessarily going to get by without maybe at least the potential, I should say, for a strong to severe storm. And then Wednesday, those numbers you're looking at there, those are the wind gusts Wednesday afternoon. So a very windy and a much colder day on the way Wednesday. Today, not cold at all. In fact, it'll be hot this afternoon, 81 degrees, not too far off, I should say, rather, from the record of 85 set back in 1981. The average high this time of year, 70 degrees. And this is the first 80-plus degree Easter since 2017. 2017, Easter fell on April 16th, and that was the last Easter that we were in the 80s. If I'm not mistaken, around this time last year, in fact, we were very cold, or at least around last Easter when there was the sunrise service going on, people were really bundled up. So today will be a treat. By noon, temperatures in the low 70s, and then by 5 o'clock, temperatures, again, topping out in the upper 70s to low 80s. In addition to the cloud cover you'll see today, we'll definitely have more of that this afternoon. You'll also notice a breeze, not going to be near as windy as yesterday, but wind gusts upwards of 20 miles per hour or so will be possible through the afternoon. Now, out the door tomorrow, if you do have to get up and head to work tomorrow, I know when the kids are on spring break, sometimes that means the adults take a little bit of a break too. But if you do have to head out tomorrow morning, temperatures generally in the low 60s, and then we'll be back in the 70s by 11 o'clock. Now, tomorrow's high temperatures, we're on track to have another 80-plus degree day. Some of the suburbs north of the city in the upper 70s, but most of us topping out in the low 80s. It'll be cloudy with, again, that light breeze in the afternoon. Let's talk about Tuesday. So your morning commute, your evening commute on Tuesday looks dry. Don't have to worry about any rain or storms, but it will get quite windy Tuesday afternoon. Here comes our cold front. It'll knock on the door of northwest Georgia around 7 o'clock, moving into places like Floyd, Chattooga, Fannin County, looks like Pickens County, or Gordon County rather, all around sunset on Tuesday night. And with that said, we're still going to have a lot of heat energy. So as that front moves in between around 7 and 9 o'clock, that's when I think we're going to look for the best potential for severe storms, because not only will we have the wind shear, which is that change in wind direction and speed with height, but we'll also still have some leftover energy from the heat of the day, because we will head into the 80s again on Tuesday. So I think our northern suburbs points off to the northwest. That's where we're really going to focus for severe storms. And then that front moves into downtown as we make our way towards 11 and pushes into our south and eastern counties as we make our way through the overnight hours, impacting areas, again, south of the city, Fayette County, Clayton County, Henry County, all the way as far east as Athens, Clark County, and then it looks like Eatonton, so Jasper and Putnam County. You will also get those storms as we head into the overnight hours. Now, that severe threat still present through the overnight. Definitely not the greatest chance for severe weather overnight. Again, our greatest chance to see a severe storm will definitely be right around the sunset hour for us and just after. after, but an isolated severe storm even through the overnight, not completely out of the question. A level 2 of 5 threat that does extend into far western Fannin County, into Chattooga County as well, in northern Floyd County. Most of the area under that level 1 of 5 threat. What does that mean? Isolated severe storms possible, slightly greater threat for far northwest Georgia, again, because of the timing of that front moving in with just a little bit more fuel and energy to work with. So what we're going to be looking for, damaging wind, heavy rain, and maybe an isolated tornado. It can't be completely ruled out. I think that threat is on the lower end for us right now, but we'll be keeping a very close eye on it as our models continue to give us the exact timing of this front and give us a better idea of what the dynamics are looking like out ahead of it. But right now, can't completely rule out an isolated tornado as we head into Tuesday night, maybe even into the overnight hours. So really good time to download that First Alert Weather app, have it handy so that you can keep posted on the forecast and also get weather warnings if need be. Wednesday, here's a look. So this is our next First Alert Weather Day because of this. We're going to go from 80s, low 80s at that, to upper 50s and low 60s for highs. So our temperatures that we're going to wake up to the next few mornings, that's where we're going to top out at on Wednesday afternoon. It's also going to be quite windy with wind gusts 30 to 35, maybe even some isolated gusts as high as 40 or so possible. More than likely we'll have a wind advisory for that day. So we just wanted to give you that heads up. That's what the First Alert Weather Day is for. So Easter Sunday looks great. We'll see an increase in cloud cover, low 80s today, waking up near 60 tomorrow, more low 80s for tomorrow. We'll stay dry through most of the day on Tuesday. So really, you're not going to notice the weather until you're getting ready to go to bed on Tuesday night with storms rolling in, mainly after sunset. Isolated severe storms possible. We'll have temperatures in the low 50s on Wednesday morning. It'll be very windy and much cooler on Wednesday. A chilly morning on Thursday. In fact, a lot of us Friday morning are waking up in the upper 30s to low 40s. Friday will be quite chilly, but a lot of sunshine. So if you have tickets to the Braves home opener on Friday, just be sure that you have a jacket in that plan because you'll probably need it, at least a light one. And then as we head into next weekend, we'll kick off a nice little warming trend with temperatures in the mid 60s with a lot of sunshine. So needless to say, enjoy today. It's going to be beautiful, nice and warm. Soak in all the beautiful weather that is on the way to round out the weekend because some big changes on the way for the upcoming work week right around the corner. So we'll keep you posted, of course, on the First Alert Weather app, on air, online, here on Atlanta News First Plus, on everything you need to know, both in the news world and the weather world. As always, thanks so much for spending some time with us this morning. We'll catch you here next time.